children. My name is Selina Shivji. I'm 15 years old and I'm from White Rock, BC. This past summer, I had an amazing opportunity to go to Kenya. Through this trip, I experienced and learned so much about a culture halfway around. Ever since I was little, I've had a passion to give back to both the local and global communities. I first learned about Free the Children when I was going into grade 8, my first year of high school. I had heard of a social action club, the Globalizers, and I knew I had to be a part of it. Over the past 4 years, the Globalizers have raised over $25,000, 15 of which have been for Free the Children. I began my involvement by simply baking muffins for Muffin Mondays. Since then, my involvement has grown, and I am now an executive member of the club. One of my most memorable experiences of the trip was when we went to go visit the school and play with the children. It was in that moment that I saw firsthand the difference that Free the Children is making. It also solidified my beliefs in Free the Children. As we were saying our goodbyes and leaving, all the children would gather around you and start writing their names and writing Rafiki all over your hands, just so that you would never forget them. And I never will. This summer, I've been accepted into the Advanced Facilitation Program, and I am so excited to be attending. I've never been much of a poet, but when I realized that the topic was on something that I am so passionate about, I decided I had to give it a try. So I came home, I opened up my Kenya journal, and I just started typing away. And from there, a poem was formed. I would now like to share the poem with you. Ding. Inattentive, disengaged, spiritless, and tired. All the things I was feeling about 3 years ago sitting in the classroom right beside us. A classroom that comfortably seats 30 without anyone sitting on the muddy floor from the rain we had just the other day, but 30 students that all have their own chair and their own desk. School, a gift that can't be taken away. So today I'm not going to tell you to change the nation, but take you on an adventure about the power of education. Jambo, hello. This is where it all starts. 24 hours of traveling, 14,339 kilometers later, in a big village with a small school called Mungaza. There was one structure, supposedly a school. You can't call it a building, and you can't call it a classroom, for classrooms build leaders, and this was no place to groom. There was walls made out of mud and sticks looking shriveled and dry. However, dry was better than seeing the earth cry. And when it did rain, the school would slowly start to sink. Now this isn't any environment for kids to think. Rain didn't mean that there wasn't enough ink in their pens or lead left in their pencils or paper left in their books. It didn't mean that a 10-year-old couldn't walk miles with a 40-pound water jug on his head in the morning to get water for his family. It didn't mean they couldn't get ready for school because the rain clouds were covering the only source of light they had. It didn't mean they couldn't get an education. There was joy not only in the boys, but in the girls, also trying to enjoy, all coming to school so that they could one day be employed. Mimi sitaki kitu yoyote, lakini elimu. I don't want anything except an education. Why? To do it because you have to? To do it to break the cycle of poverty? Or to do it to be the first person in your family to get a high school education? Or for the chance that one day you will provide a better life for your family? Imagine. You're locked behind a door that holds your dreams and aspirations and there's no way to get out. But someone tells you, education is the key. So here I am, 3 years later, in a classroom right beside the one I was in 3 years ago. A classroom that comfortably seats 30 without anyone sitting on the muddy floor from the rain we had just the other day. But 30 students that all have their own chair and their own desk. The difference is that this time I am able to say, Mimi sitaki kitu yoyote, lakini elimu. I don't want anything except an education. Ding, class dismissed. Free the Children has not only inspired me to make a change, but has also inspired me in my future ambitions to become a plastic surgeon in third world countries. This was inspired after I visited the Baraka Clinic.
Selina is caring,
Passionate.
kind, lively.
Thank you so much for taking the time to review my submission. Asante Sana.